In this video, we are going to look at special right triangles. And we have two of them, that is 45, 45, 90, and that is 60, 90. And I want to start you from the basics. So here we have, starting you from the basics. So here I have sketched a square, and this square is 4 by 4. You can see both sides are congruent. All the sides are congruent, 4 by 4 units. So when the next thing I'm going to do, I'm going to draw a diagonal. Just make a diagonal there. And see, this is 90 degrees. This is also 90 degrees. So that means, see, this is congruent. So these two angles are 45, 45. So let me make my triangle right there. So this is 45. This is 45. And this is 90. So see, this is 4 units and this is 4 units. So how do I get the hypotenuse? I'll call it h. I'm going to do h squared is equals to, or maybe let me start the other way. I'm using the Pythagorean theorem. I'm finding h. So I'm going to do 4 squared plus 4 squared is equals to h squared. So this is 16 plus 16. So that means h squared is equals to 32. 32. And then h is equals to square root of 32, which is equals to 16 times 2. And this is the same as 4 square root of 2. So 4 square root of 2. And what you can see here, this is 4 square root of 2. So, and for every triangle, you're going to see the side. For this part, let me start with this particular one. The side is 4. The other side, which is congruent, is 4. And the hypotenuse is 4 square root of 2. So if I divide everything by 1, you can see the ratio here is 1 square root of 2. 1 square root of 2. Or this ratio, we could also represent it as x, so that x represents any number, x square root of 2. So any 45 degree triangle is going to have this relationship. So this side is going to be x, whatever x is, x. This is going to be x square root of 2. Remember, this side right here, these congruent sides, we call them the legs. These legs are congruent, and we have the hypotenuse. So that's the relationship I want you to see there. So now let's go to the other triangle. So here I have made an isosceles triangle. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 4 units, 4 units. And then I'm going to cut it in half. So that means that's 2. And now I'm going to draw a triangle, half of the triangle. And I'm going to find side A. Let me call it A. And remember, this is 60. And top here is 30 degrees. So this is 60. And this is 30 degrees. And that's 90 degrees. So we're going to do a squared plus b squared. So 2 squared is equals to 4 squared. So this is a squared plus 4 is equals to 16. So that means a squared is equals to 12. So that means a is square root of 12, which is equals to 4 times 3, so 2 square root of 3. So let's write the ratio of the sides. So the ratio is 2, 4, 2. Actually, let me write it the other way. So 2, then 2 square root of 3, and then 4. This here is called the short side. The short side has 2. That's the short side. Then we have the long leg. See this? These two are legs. Short, long leg. The long leg is 2 square root of 3. And then the hypotenuse is 4. So you can see the relationship here. If I divide everything by 1, by 2, you get 1 square root of 3 and 2. So this is, or I can use x square root of 3 and then 2x. So the short side is x. The hypotenuse is 2x. Actually, here let me use a different color here so that we can be able to see it, to distinguish x. So this is 2x. It's a double, the short leg. And for the long leg, it's x square root of 3. This relationship is maintained in all special triangles, which are 30, 60, 90. And that's why we are calling them special triangles, because they have characteristics whereby every similar triangle to them has the same characteristics. And now, here is a summary of what we did. So we have x square root of 2, and you can see the connections here to get hypotenuse. You multiply the short leg by square root of 2. If I'm given hypotenuse and I need to get the leg, I take the hypotenuse divided by square root of 2. And then when I have that is 60, 90, you start with the short leg. To get hypotenuse, you multiply by 2. To get to the long leg, you multiply by square root of 3. And I also want you to notice that 60 degrees, that is 90 degrees opposite the longest side. The next longest side is the one with rad 3. So it's opposite the next. They are going in the middle. So here, let's do some examples. So here, I have the first triangle here. Let's find x. So I see this is a 45 degree triangle because those are congruent. So it's going to be 8 square root of 2. We go to the next one. What do I see? It's an 45 degree triangle. So that's going to be 28 divided by square root of 2. And I can rationalize that. Square root of 2. So we get 28 square root of 2 over 2. So we get 14 square root of 2. And that is for both x and y. Then the next one is that is 60, 90. So this is, what are we given? We are given this is 14. So what else can we be able to get? Remember, this is the longer leg. So how do I get to the others? So given 14, to get to the shorter leg, I'm going to get to this leg, it's going to be 14 over square root of 3. And then to get to hypotenuse, x is going to be 2 times 14 over square root of 3, which is going to be 28 over square root of 3. And see, this is the same as 28 over square root of 3. You multiply by square root of 3, square root of 3. So this is the same as 28 square root of 3 over 3. So that's how to evaluate special triangles.